Hi guys, this is the Luncher 2 back here today with another grounded video, and in this video I'm actually going to show you exactly how to get the resource scanners unlocked and what they do. I haven't seen much about this on YouTube. I've had a bit of confusion, so I've been testing and having to play around with it, and this is what I've found, and hopefully you'll find this useful. So let's get started. So to begin with, you're going to need to actually activate the mysterious machine. So of course you need to link up all three of these. So the first one's linked up, the second one you're going to need to link up. So you're going to come over here, cut down this grass blade and link that one up, simple as pie. This next one's going to be a bit funny. You do actually have to create a torch, or you can go in with it without a torch. I'm personally not going to use a torch. I am going to quickly... Sorry, I'm figuring out the controls again. That one there we go. So, I'm actually going to craft here for you the slime mold... Not slime mold, the Firefly lantern helmet. I'm going to shut that on and we're going to make our way to this mysterious machine. So as we are making our way over to this, so the resource scanner, it can be very useful. Especially for when you're looking for certain like bugs and creatures. So from what I've found is, when I was playing and I was looking for, let's say, the twinkling shells that you get from the scarabs, I found it very useful to find out where they were to begin with, as well. Them things fly like a little, them things fly around so quick, so you can find out where they spawn and then you can come from there. So now we have freed up the wires, we need to run all the way back over here to Mysterious Machine, and I will see you when we're there. So then guys, what we're going to do, once we're back at the Mysterious Machine, we are going to push this button and we're going to go into this cutscene here. So this cutscene is kind of important because this is the one that tells you what you're doing next. So what you would do is, after this, you would follow where these little pink beams are on your screen. You would follow it. So it's going to blow up, blow up, blow up, bang, big explosion. And that's where you go and talk to Burgle. So you do actually need to go and talk to Burgle to begin with. So you need to talk to Burgle to unlock the other labs. So you can actually run through the labs and unlock everything else. For people that have an original world, this isn't really going to change anything. So people that had a world before 11.0, it's not really going to change anything for you. You're already going to have everything unlocked if you have done the Hedge lab already and turned on the power. But because I haven't turned on the power in this world, I won't be able to access any of the resource scanners. So technically I should have turned on the power by pressing that button. We'll head down to a resource station as we're talking and we'll see. I know it shouldn't be on, and you'll know if it's on because that top bit there, this little scanner, will be, this top scanner will be moving around that little radar dish. So if that radar dish is moving around, that's how you know it is turned on. So if you do hear any background noise, by the way, we are having some building going on in the house as of right now. So as I said, we're going to head to Burgle just to make sure that we do have the labs unlocked, because it's going to be a bit of a long run over to the Hedge anyway. And a fair note of warning, as well, whilst I'm running past the oak tree, if you turn off the haze, which I will do in another video, if you turn off the haze, you will actually have a wolf spider spawn underneath this tree, where these two are here. One will replace it with an infected wolf spider. And they hit a lot harder than a normal wolf spider. They explode on impact. They have a few different moves. So, just to warn you, it can be kind of deadly to turn it off. So, what you're going to do is you're going to run through here. And what you're going to see is you're going to see this bit here. So, to get into the first station, all I do is you push on that first one, push on that one, push on that one. I might have done them in the wrong order, actually. Yeah, I definitely done them in the wrong order. Because you've got to try and get all these turned on. There you go. It's usually push that one, push that one, push that one. You're going to turn that one on. That's then going to open up this door here, where you're going to have these taser bots. And of course, by this point you should have a spiky sprig. They do give 100 raw science. There is also some down here as well. There's 100 raw science just down there. As you're coming through here, there may be another one, there may not be another one. I'm not too sure. There's another 500 raw science here. An analyze station. The burgle chip. And then Burgle, which you need to revive. So once you've revived Burgle, and once it's finished talking, we will come back. Because he talks for a long time. Right, so, once Burgle's finished talking, of course, it tells you to go see Burgle. You ask him all these questions, blah, 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 blah. Once you've put in his chip, you can go to work and stuff like that, and you can see what there is here. You could get lucky, you could see Spade Gulch, like I've got there, another Oak Tree beacon marker, Crate Hood. This is all just to get raw science points. So once you've seen Burgle, what I would recommend is getting your armour and your weapons up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get the tier 1 Ant Club. It's either tier 1 or tier 2. So I'm just going to check down one of these so we can see what it is. So you're going to look at getting the tier 2 Ant Club, and that's what it costs there. So once you've got one of them, it's going to be really simple to level it up from there. So from there, I'd recommend as soon as you can unlocking this smithing station here. Just for the real reason you're going to be able to upgrade your stuff. And you're going to put this thing all the way up to level 5. Just because once you get to level 6, it's going to start costing globs, and you're not going to be able to get globs straight away. It's going to cost about 64 quartzite just to level it up. So you're going to level that up all the way up to level 5. And then from there, once you feel comfortable enough of exploring the game, once you've got some decent armor going and stuff like that, you can start heading to the hedge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, and I'll meet you when we are there. Alright, and we are here. So, what you're going to want to do is that once you're here by the bird bath, so this is the big bird bath by the way. So once we're here, you're going to head to the right hand side, and you're going to follow the hedge line all the way over. So you're going to come across this route here, when you don't get stuck on a leaf. You're going to follow it all the way along. All the way down, over the roots, and blah 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 blah. Until you get to this route here. So once you get to this route here, I will pull up the map for you and I will show you. And this one down here is the map. So we're around here. So this is where we are. If you want to see it on the full map, that's where we roughly are. Where my little red dot is, that's where we roughly are from this area. Okay, so we're going to run up and we're going to come over this log here. There is nothing dangerous on this side yet. I say yet, as there will be. And as you can see, it can get pretty dark in here. I am here late at night or early in the morning, so it's pretty dark. So if you're going to do this, I would recommend to bring a torch with you and come in midday. So yeah, and what you can also do is, whilst you're here, there is a few granola bars dotted around. These are very good at bringing up your health and your hunger. And then, of course, as you can see, there is another survey station here, and also an analyze station as well. So what I'd recommend doing is, to begin with, chuck down a lean-to and set your spawn, because if you die up there, it is a very long walk back. So whilst you're up here, of course, there's some raw science over that way, as you can see, but we're going to take the right branch. We're going to follow this around until we come to these 3 mushrooms, keep on coming over it, and then a hard right again. We're going to follow this route all the way up across all these mushrooms here until we get to this part here. There is also a juice station here as well if you do want some juice. But we're going to jump onto our first zipline, and we're going to fly over. So from here, make sure you don't jump so you don't go flying off. I quite like to take the right hand side and come up and over and then jump down, personally. But what you could do, you could also take the left hand side and just follow it up and around. But you'll be running across this twiddly little branch here. And then you're going to come all the way up to this part here. And this is where I'd recommend something as well. Get some dandelion tufts. If you don't know what the dandelion tufts are, they come from the dandelion plants, which is where you get your first weed stems from. So from there, you're going to jump down, deploy your chute, and you're going to land on these mushrooms. Simple as that. From here, you're going to take another zip line straight over. And this is where it gets very interesting. So from here, you can come all the way up and then onto this branch here. This can be very deadly because there's a lot of spiderlings on here. But also at some point, you're going to want to go in there. That is the brood mother hole. That's where you fight the brood mother once you get ready to beat the game and stuff like that. So from here, you're just going to drop down onto this branch again. You're going to follow it until you get to the next zipline station, which is all the way up here. And this is where the lab begins. So from this zipline onwards, this is where the lab begins. You can place down a sleeping station over there, or whatever. So from in here, you're going to pick up your raw science, and you're also going to take out all of these spiderlings here. Of course, I am in mild, and I've also got bugs can't see me. But as you can see, you can take out all these web sacks. There is some healables up here once you've taken them all out, and so forth. But you're going to want to take as many of them out as possible. You're then going to follow this branch over. Sorry, not over. You're going to want to follow this branch up. There is also dandelion tufts dotted through this area, so if you do ever need another one, I would recommend bringing 2 anyway. So if you do ever need another one, you've got one there. So as I said, you're going to follow this branch up, jump up the mushrooms, you're going to jump onto this little leaf here, onto the twig, and then you're going to start walking over the twig. This can be very finicky, so just be careful. If you do want to test your parkour skills, you can do. There is some raw science up there. Or you just jump straight to the zipline. And from here, this is where the main lab begins. This is where you're going to want to go. So you're going to want to complete this lab. It's very simple to complete this lab, because you need to come here and you need to turn on this power. You're going to mash keys. It's going to tell you that you're going to need some key codes, a password, to be specific. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow this around. You're going to come across this first doorway here. Literally, swing it. It's stuck. Nice. Then when you come in here, this is going to be full. I think there is an Orb Weaver Jr. in here somewhere at some point. There he is. This Orb Weaver Jr. is a little bit tanky. But of course, if you've got the spicy katana sword, don't need to worry. So, here's your first bit of the password. Grab that. 58. Don't need to worry about remembering it. You just need to know it's there. So, quick thing in this room, if you need to craft anything, you have a crafting station here. You can craft anything you need at this one. I've just crafted a pebbler axe because I really wanted to. You also have an analyze station as well. So let's say you pick up some web fibre for the first time, you can analyze this web fibre here. There you go. Very simple. So from here, you can't go to the left, unfortunately. So you're going to be going straight on. So you're going to run straight up and through. And then from here, as you can see, at some point, you are going to want to take out this thing here, this berry. So if you've got a boat, bring a boat. If not, bring a rock that you can throw. Shoot that berry, and then come round the other side. Oh, oh. So you're going to want to come around the other side, and then you're going to go down here. As you come down here, you're going to find some more raw science. Another Orb Weaver Junior is going to be down here as well. So you're going to take him out. Simple as that. Boom. Break that as well whilst you're at it. And then again, grab the next bit of the password. That's 3. That's 2 of 3 that we need to find. As we come around again, this guy is taking out a load of spiderlings for us. But of course, make sure you take out these TZ bots because they do hurt a lot. There's another TZ bot there. And then we're going to come round and to the left where there's 2 more TZ bots here. As you can see, just there as well. There's also some more science in here. There can be some dew droplets as well. So of course, as I said, take all these TZ bots out. They're pretty easy to take out. And then start ziplining over. Just be careful because that will bump you off. You are then going to zipline again. And from here, you have found your password again. So now you've found your password, you're going to jump down, and from here you have 2 options. You can run back through that way, or you could do a bit of tricky parkour. What I would recommend is just running that way. So we're going to run over this mushroom, and we're going to jump straight in. It's very simple, that. So as we're going through, we're going to run up. We are going to come across some spiderlings again. They do hit like a truck, so just be careful. As I said, I get lost in here sometimes as well. Don't worry if you do. Oh, there's a TZ bot there again. We'll take out that we'll pick up that TZ bot, shall we? As I said, these TZ bots are very aggressive. Of course, make sure you swing in and get in all of the cobwebs gone as well. And then we're going to head through this top doorway here. And up here is where you find the mother load of loot. There is pebbles, there is plant fibre, there is silk rope as well. Quartzite, up here there's some sap, there's also some acorn bits, some dry grass, there is also some clover leaves, weed stems and grass planks. Up to you what you take. You don't have to take any of it if you don't want to. So the next part, this one here, basically what you're going to want to do is you're wanting to jump off at that point there where this little hole is, right? So you're going to jump on your zip line and you're going to slide, and then you're going to jump off just at the right point. So you're going to slide down and you're going to dismount just as you're over the top of it, right? And basically what that's going to allow you to do is jump in here and get the last piece of the puzzle. There's also a load more granola bars in here. There is also a survey station in here as well as a audio log. So yeah, make sure you're picking everything up whilst you're in here. You can go left, you can go right, doesn't really matter from here. You're going to swing through that, and look, we're back in the first area again. So you're going to follow this way back down again to underneath the big old battery, and then from here, mash them keys good and proper, and this door will unlock behind you. This is where you get the rotten gas mask. Also, this is where you're going to get the Hedge burgle chip, but this is the thing that we're more important about. So for those of you that are watching this that have had a save since the very beginning, pulling this really didn't do anything, it just completed it for you. Well, now when you pull it, you're going to get this nice little cutscene here. And what this is going to do is this is going to show you what is going on. So of course all this hedge is linked up to something else in the hedge. It is linked to that survey station there. Now this survey station is key to get something else a little bit later on down the line that you're going to need to pick up. But basically what this is going to do now for you is allow you to now access all of these survey stations, as you can see there. It's going to have a nice green LED screen on it. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and head to one of these survey stations right now. So I will be back when we get there. So guys, as you can see, I'm now at a survey station, and as you can see just up here, you can see this is now spinning. You can jump on it if you really wanted to and spin with it. This is quite entertaining to do. But yeah, as you can see, these satellite dishes are now spinning. So when you come into here, let me take off the helmet quickly, just so we can see a little bit better. So in here, as you can see, resource survey. So basically all this is going to allow you to do is when you click into it, it is now going to show you on the map every resource you want to know. So every resource you have scanned and you have analysed, it will show you where it is. So for instance, let's say you want to go for a, I don't know, for the pebbles. You can see exactly where all of these pebbles are in these areas. And as you can see, I've only got a certain amount of the map unlocked. You can get most of the map unlocked by running around and finding all of the survey stations and analyse stations. So as you're going around, make sure you're going into them and interacting with them, just because then it tells you where they are. And it also frees up this area of the map down here for you to have a look around as well. So I can do web fibre if I really wanted to. I could also do the dandelion tufts, and it's going to show you where all these dandelions are. Twinkling shells, it's not going to show me any in this area because they are all over here. They're all in the new area. But you could do the twinkling shells as well. Mussel sprouts, that is one that is down here, and you can see that they're all down there as well. Same with the nectar, it will tell you where nectar is and where it's located and everything else. So guys, that is how you actually unlock the analyze stations and the survey stations mainly. So these analyze stations and survey stations are very useful, especially for finding other things. Thank you very much guys for watching this video today. If it has been helpful and you have enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe, as well as hit that like button as well. It really helps me out. And if there's anything that you'd like to see, please feel free to drop it in the comments section down below. And as always, this is me, the Luncher 2. Thank you very much, and I will see you later on. Peace.